wish you would have made those. What would you do if you could only pick 5 people to survive in a bunker with for a whole year? Some with disabilities and some with great attributes. There has been a tragic event that has led to the end of humanity. This plan to survive is a government-sponsored plan with the end goal being to extend life. The bunker that we're living in has 3,500,000 calories of food given to us, 5,000 liters of water, and everyday needs like medical, clothing, and toiletries. By choosing to survive with these 5 people, I will prove to you why they are the best for the mission of repopulation. The first is Elizabeth. She's a 32-year-old female veterinarian and has hypoglycemia. The second is Hannah. She's a 24-year-old musician who is mute and has eidetic memory. Joe is an 18-year-old Olympic athlete with ADHD. Carl is a 48-year-old male who is an organic farmer with Addison's disease. And last is Quinn, a 37-year-old architect engineer who is a felon and a 33-degree Freemason. First on my list is Elizabeth, the 32-year-old veterinarian. Being young, she has much to offer, including procreation and helping taking care of the other people. She's 32, so she can have kids herself, and she's a vet. As a vet, she has many skills, including ethical skills and scientific knowledge. She has hypoglycemia, which is where your blood sugar is too low to fuel your body's activities. The normal range for blood sugar is 60 milligrams per deciliter to 120 milligrams per deciliter. Although her hypoglycemia may affect herself, we are looking to survive and repopulate the earth, and it should not be a problem, and that is why I chose Elizabeth. Having a young girl would be great and very important to repopulating, but 2 would be even better. The second on the list is Hannah. She's a 24-year-old mute musician. Along with Elizabeth, Hannah is also young, and she has a good chance of becoming pregnant. Hannah is a musician, and a few things that most musicians have, according to Sonic Bids, is that they live modestly, they're patient, and they're very creative. These are all great qualities to have whenever you're trying to survive for a whole year underground. Although she is mute, this is not genetic, and that shouldn't be a problem. Something that sets Hannah apart is her eidetic memory. It's very unique. Eidetic memory is vividly recalling information or memories with just a little bit of exposure to them. According to Barry Gordon, who is the professor of neurology and cognitive science at Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, he goes into great detail about how unique this memory is. Having someone smart and composed like her would be a huge help to the group. Having 2 healthy women are very important to surviving, and a man would be great to help along with that. So third is a man named Joe. Joe is 18, and he's an Olympic athlete. He participated in a decathlon, and he has ADHD. ADHD is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and thankfully it is cured by medicine. A decathlon is where you have 10 events that occur over the span of 2 days. Having Joe benefits the group greatly because of his good health and his young age. He is young and healthy, which means he's able to have kids. He would also be great to help the group to stay healthy by creating workouts and any other exercise activities, to stay in shape and get cardio in while you're down underground. Physical activity is very important. Having someone athletic helps the overall health of the group, and also, surprisingly, what a farmer. Which is why I chose Carl following Joe. He is a 48-year-old male organic farmer. Carl is an organic farmer and a chauvinist. An organic farmer produces fruits, vegetables, and grains, or livestock, without the use of pesticides. It is good that he knows how to produce food naturally, so that way, whenever we get out of the bunker, he will be able to produce food. He could be a loyal group member who wants the best for everyone, which is what we need. Carl has Addison's disease, but is something that easily is cured with medicine. Addison's disease is where the body does not produce enough hormones. It is not proven genetic, but anyone can get it. Thankfully, there are 2 men who are age-appropriate and also healthy, enough for having kids, and a third to help would be great, and it also helps with the underground structure. Which is why I chose the fifth person, Quinn. Quinn is a 37-year-old architect. Having an architect is very important and helpful to those surviving underground, especially whenever we get out. Architects are usually great at communicating. They're very creative, and they also are very willing to work hard. Quinn is smart. He had to have obtained a Bachelor of Architecture degree, which takes 5 years to complete. Although he was a felon, everyone deserves a second chance. Sometimes we do not get to choose who we survive with, but when placed with the people that I have listed above, I hope to have proven to you that they would be the best to survive with and repopulate the earth. In this assignment, there are a few things down in the bunker that are given to us, but having the expertise of the people listed above that I have picked will ensure the best for survival. Although some have either a rough past or maybe have a downfall in their health, they all have a positive way that they can contribute to surviving. Elizabeth, the 32-year-old female vet, can contribute by having a baby or also taking care of a baby and the others that are down in the bunker. Hannah, the 24-year-old musician, she can help with creative thinking and also reproduction. Joe, the 18-year-old Olympic athlete, helps by keeping the group healthy and active. He also helps with reproduction. And Carl, the 48-year-old male, he's an organic farmer, and so he could help by creating and reproducing food in the bunker and also out of the bunker. And Quinn, the architect, could help with the bunker structure and also by creating buildings whenever we get out. Remaining hopeful and positive in these situations like this is important to remember, and it's also important to focus on everybody's positive attributes that they can contribute. Thank you.
That's very good. That is excellent.